You?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just trying. This is my first time going
That,
live, right?
that's crazy. Yeah.
So that's why I'm
It's
like,
fun.
hello. So I'm trying to figure this out. I'm in frame. Everything's good. I don't like that.
Yes. Oh, I like that filter you have. Yeah. There
All
we
right. So
go.
we're here. How are
I'm
you?
good. And thank you for going live for your first time being with me. I feel so special.
You look beautiful
Oh, no,
today, and thank you for
you
having me.
look gorgeous. You look stunning, actually. You look great. So, hello, everyone. So this is the 30th episode. You're episode 30, Giovanna, of the series Wellness Self-Care Talk, where I have conversations with women about self-care, how they prioritize wellness in their lives, how they de-stress with their busy schedules. Giovanna is the perfect woman because she has so much going on, woman of many hats. So this would be the perfect time to find out how she deals with those things. And this is her first time going live. So
It
yeah,
is.
we like spoke over the phone a few days ago. I was like, don't be scared, nothing to worry about. You're beautiful. I'm sure you have a lot of good advice to give, So yeah, so introduce yourself to the audience.
My name is Giovanna, and I am an entrepreneur. I wear many hats. I also model, host, and I just do what I love in life. And that's very important to me, is just making yourself happy so that you can make others happy.
Right, right.
Yeah. So,
So looking at your profile, I see that you're also an entrepreneur, right? You have a beauty bar, I believe. And you're a host, you're an influencer, content creator, things like that. Yeah, so tell the audience what your beauty bar is about. You do like tanning and body sculpting, I saw on it, right?
yeah, so my main focus, I have other girls that work for me, but my main focus that I take clients for is spray tanning and body sculpting, and also facials as well, which incorporates freezing the face to lift. And I also have two products out, which is Rich Tan, and that's a self tanner that you can take home for yourself and make yourself more bronze and tan without using the harmful rays. I was raised with wearing sunscreen. I was a dancer, so that was like my main focus, was to always protect my skin. I am mixed, but my mother is Latina, so she had very pale skin. So I had, unfortunately, had to protect my skin because I burn.
Oh,
So I wanted to create something where, like, I wanted to lay out and also get dark without burning. So I created a tanning product called Rich Tan, which helped, help women get that natural glow. And then also I have a shimmer brush, which if you're a red carpet lover or like to just shimmer at events or just like to glow. I don't know if you guys can see it. I do have it on. I wear it all the time. It's just
yeah.
a beautiful shimmer bronzer that is applied to the face or body. And you guys can check that out at sunlessglowbeautybar.com if you guys are interested in purchasing any of my products. And yeah, so there you go.
Love that. That's obviously it's based in Los Angeles, right? Beauty bar?
Well, you can purchase all of it online, but obviously the services you do have to come in, or we do mobile. We do have girls that go out to you if you need anyone to go out to your home. If you're not wanting to leave your home, we do mobile. So all of our services are mobile, or you can come into our salon.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So you're doing a a brown skinned girl doing it in the beauty space, just like me. So, you know, so are you Afro Latina? You said you're half Latina. Are you like biracial or?
Yeah, so my mom is originally from Spain and she's mixed Latina, and then my dad is mixed as well. So he's mixed with Puerto Rican, African American, German. So
Oh,
I'm mixed. Like, I'm pretty mixed.
love
And all of us actually have something in us that we don't know about. So do your DNA test, because you will be surprised what you find
that.
that is in you. And you're like, wait, what?
Right.
Like, you'll be like, wait, what?
I see a comment that says a brown skinned girl, question mark, question mark. So Afro Latina people, Hispanic people, Black people, all shades of brown. You definitely are a shade of brown, right? But obviously a lighter shade of brown compared to me.
Exactly.
So yeah, people of color come in all shades of brown.
Exactly. So you guys better get used to that because we come in all shades of brown. And I
Yeah,
definitely have African American in me. So
yeah, exactly. Okay. I see some people. Yes, she's a true boss lady, Giovanna. So now we're gonna do a little icebreaker question where you tell two truths and one lie. So yeah, so tell like two truths and one lie, and then to guess which one's the lie. The audience members too. So do you want to be sneaky and tell a lie with your two truths?
Three truths and one lie.
Yeah, no, two truths and one lie.
Okay.
So two truths about you, two facts, and then one lie. We're supposed to guess which lie.
Okay.
Yeah, two truths.
That's a tough one. Hold on, because I don't like lying.
Oh,
So hold on.
I know.
Um,
It can be.
let's
It can
see.
be something simple.
I have two children. Um, I am dating someone in Africa. And I love to go on hikes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So what do you think is the lie? So she told us two truths and one lie. I'm gonna okay, the lie. You know, I know you live in Cali, so I'm gonna assume that the hiking one is true. Okay, two children. Um, I'm gonna say two children is the lie. That's my guess. Oh, people.
That's a
Someone
lie.
said.
Yeah, that's a lie. I don't have any children. I have two dogs.
Oh, so some people say their dogs are their children, so that can, that's a little tricky. Okay, so which one? Oh,
Yeah.
and then you're dating
Next
Africa.
questions.
Next question. So that one was the lie? Okay. Okay. Someone said Africa is a lie. Okay, yeah, some people say that their dogs are their children. I know. Look,
They
I'm a
are my
dog mom.
children, but they're my animal children. They're not my
Right,
physical children.
exactly. Exactly. Does her dog count as children? Yeah, some people count their dog as a children, as their children. Okay, so that was a little fun. So let's get into the question. First one, how do you find the time to hit pause on life and tend to yourself?
That's a good question. So apparently, I have so much going on, and I'm blessed to have so much going on, whether it's something I'm working on or if it's various things that pop up throughout the day. I've learned not to become too overwhelmed with what's ahead of me. I try to stay focused, and throughout the day, there's some days I'll be able to get more done than others. That's just
Right.
human. I find I need more time to myself most of the time, either way. I like to schedule breaks throughout the day where it'll be me getting away from my screen, or I'll be taking time to myself with reading books, taking a walk outside with my dogs, or giving myself an hour for a massage.
Hmm.
And then I can come back to like any task and just be refreshed and ready to go and re-energized.
Oh, I love that. Okay. So make sure you prioritize it, right? Because I know you have like bookings and then you're a content creator and you have businesses and products to promote. So, ooh, I know you, a woman like you, we have to make sure we, uh, whatever that means to us, because everyone's answer.
Because whatever it is that makes you happy and then can go back to doing tasks is what you should be doing. For me, those are just like a little bit of things that help me get through the day or get through my tasks. So
Right.
yeah.
Exactly. Love that for you. Okay. So second question, what does wellness mean to you?
So for me, wellness should be a lifestyle. There's a strong connection with being mentally and physically well through our
Right.
state of mind. Thoughts become actions, and I definitely try to always be positive in my state of mind. That alone can take some real effort at times, but it can help me stay focused and committed to my physical wellness. I watch what I eat, I watch what I watch on TV. I try to stay hydrated, take my vitamins, supplements, exercise daily for my mental health, whether it's being around more positive people every day
Mhm.
or just learning from other people can help my wellness. I don't like negativity. I will say no to a lot of things because I don't like to be around negative situations
Right.
or in negative places or anything. I will walk in a room and if I feel like something is wrong, I will leave
Right.
just because my wellness is like very high priority to me. And for me, wellness is also helping others, helping my team, helping my staff grow so
Right.
that I can grow and feel more proud about what I do in life.
I love that. I love that. And you said it's also what you eat, right? That's a big step for
Yeah.
wellness. And I love, I love how you said it's also like helping people, because people that genuinely love people, it makes them happy.
Mhm.
So I love that that's a form of wellness for you. Like giving to others makes you happy. That increases like your good karma and opens up your receiving energy as well. So it's all like connected.
I agree
It's
with you.
crazy.
Everything you do in life is what you're leaving here. So make the biggest impact that you can on others because that's what they're going to be sharing about you. So that's how I feel.
Exactly. And
Yep.
someone said you're a superwoman. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. The Clan by Ziggy says answers. I know. I literally love her answers so far. We're on question two.
Mhm.
So inspired. Yeah, I love that. I love that. You're not people think the generic term of wellness is just like getting a massage or like exercising. No, financial wellness is, as you said, what you're seeing, watching TV, watching on your phone, the music you listen to. It affects our energy and how we feel about everything around us, like what you in as
Exactly.
far as like content and all that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, third question. What are your favorite ways to self-care?
So, what are my favorite ways for self care? So,
Yes.
for me, I look at self care in two ways. So, for self care, it's my own intentions of my actions and then positive influence on the outside. So, I like to listen to like podcasts that help me reinstate my mind. And I like taking my dogs on a walk, like I said, nature, being present in my thoughts. Getting 20 minutes of sunlight can also help, but wearing my sunscreen. And I also like to treat myself 1 to 2 weeks getting my nails,
Oh,
hair, toes done, and staying active with my brands, which means regularly doing shoots. And
yes.
also seeking therapy because I like to keep my mind like on track
Mm,
because we've all been through stuff, as a child, we've all and taken in certain actions that we all need help on. So that's like one of my main things is just keeping my mind right for self-care. And that is very important to me.
yes, yes. Yeah, getting your nails done. I mean, some people find that as a necessity. I know for me, like I be feeling weird with my yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I'm like, did I just chip my toenail? No, I'm like, it's like a big part of me. Just keeping yourself looking good makes you feel good. When you feel good, you do more in life. For me, it's not about the image, it's just how I feel. Like people are like, oh, you do that because you're just so conceited. No, it's because I like to take care of myself. And first of all, I don't care about what other people think. And I've learned to
Period.
not care. I've learned to actually not care what people think. I used to. And once I started growing and realizing like no one else's opinion matters because they're not paying your bills, they're not doing anything that can influence you more unless they are a true friend and will only say positive things in your life.
Right.
So that's just what is very important is just feeling good about yourself to be successful in life because you want to feel good to make moves, right?
Exactly.
Like, I don't
Oh,
know. That's all I know.
I totally understand. So, like level up. I mean, there's just certain things that like that's gonna hinder you in your journey, like leveling up and becoming the best version of yourselves. Even people talk about good things, bad things, whatever you do, someone's gonna say something, whether it's good or bad. And you're very positive. I kind of like sense that. Like I think you said earlier in the live how you like positivity. Everyone like positivity, but we know people are like negative Nancy's. So I like that you like, have positive people in your life around you because it does affect us. If we have someone that's we feel like they're talking behind our back or like giving us negative energy, it's gonna hinder us whether we believe it or not. So having people that like uplift you, that's I like that you know that well.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what really matters is who you have around you too, because that gives you your mental health. 'Cause you
Right.
can be
Exactly.
around the most negative people and turn into them. So like whoever I'm around needs to be doing a little bit more or giving me that mental health piece to actually do more. It's not like I depend on them,
Yeah.
but it's an impact when you, especially in relationships. Like I see women that it's very upsetting to me that are just with men that put them down, and I've seen them successful, and then you're just like all of a sudden they go quiet or something is wrong, they don't speak up. It's like
Right.
very hurtful because what you go through every single day and you're around someone negative, but you're not speaking about it, it's only going to build up and it's going to come out in either a really bad way or you're going to lash it out on your friends and lose friends, and it can damage your life
Me-
if you don't keep yourself around people that are mentally stable for
Right.
you. And that can be, someone can be mentally stable for someone, not that will be mentally stable for
Right.
me, but you just have to really sit down and think about like, where do I want to be in my life? Where do I want to help someone in my life? And how do I want to help them? Who am I going to be around to help me get there in
Oh,
life? So that's just what's
yeah.
important.
Yeah, I hear you, girl. Yeah, relationships. I mean, whether they're romantic relationships, you know, friendships, the relationships are a big part of like who we are. So yeah, that's like a whole nother topic with, women being with men that if I'm gonna be with someone, he's gonna like help me. Like he's not gonna be like dead weight. And I hate to say it, but those girls are usually the ones that are insecure, and we've all been insecure, like don't get me
Oh
wrong.
yeah. That's why I learned and moved on because I'm like, I'm not having that anymore.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but once you go, but that's the beautiful thing about life is going through these hard traumas and being vulnerable to these situations so that you can grow and then move on to the next chapter and try to help others and speak about it, because one person can hear this and be like, damn, this person is right. What am I doing? Like,
Exactly.
let me sit down and reevaluate my life, because people don't like to speak up on certain topics or situations because they feel like because I'm going through it, I don't want to talk about it and I don't want to offend anybody. But if
Right.
you hear it from the outside, then you can really just be like, wow, that is correct. I need to figure it out, because I've been in toxic situations and then I've taken out my toxic situations on people, but that's the
Yeah,
journey. You know what I mean? You're going to go through that. You're going to treat people not good. That's
it is.
life. It's
Yep.
just how you grow out of it and then help others to not do those things anymore,
Right.
and try to become a better person and not be stuck in your ways. So I feel like just talking about it can help a person.
Right.
So
Saying like
that's what it is.
true reach. And hi Cynthia. Hello everyone that's joining. Yeah, I mean that goes without saying, right? Um, yeah, well, that goes without saying, period. Like,
Yeah, it's very
yeah,
true.
you know you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna live and you learn. Everyone, you don't grow as a person, mentally, spiritually, personally, everything above, without like making mistakes. But the important thing to know is to like look back and say, okay, I was in that situation. This went wrong. What can I learn from it? You don't like make those same mistakes again, because we're all gonna like f up with in romantic wise, friendship wise, because we're human, But you have to kind
Exactly.
of evolve as a person and know, okay, I wasn't my best self in this moment in that relationship, blah blah. Blah, but how can I like improve from that? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think you also said that you go to therapy, which I love. I love um, hearing people say they've been to therapy. I've never done therapy before, but I literally look up to people that do. I know that's a big step. So how long you been in therapy for, if you don't mind sharing?
I've been in and out of therapy as a kid because of just like the industry that I was in, and like I said, going through trauma as a child and dealing with divorce, my parents divorcing, living in Mexico, moving back to California, not understanding a lot like of things. So I was always enrolled because my parents wanted me to obviously have someone to speak to
Right.
at that time. But I think therapy or just having someone to speak to is just very important to me. Whatever you feel comfortable saying to people, but for me, I like to have a therapist because it's someone I'm not truly connected to, someone that I know that I signed like an NDA or whatever, ain't sharing my information or anything. But that's beside the case. I like speaking to someone to get my emotions out and getting opinion from someone that's older and more wiser than me, that probably seen 20 people of me, and that can school me to just become a better me. So
Right.
therapy is very important, and I recommend anyone that is watching this to seek therapy, not because you may not need it. Everyone needs to speak, and maybe in your opinion you don't need something, but I think everyone on this planet Earth should speak to somebody,
Yeah.
just to get an opinion without being
Yeah.
judged,
Yeah. Oh my.
So that's the main thing.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. So
yeah.
yeah.
I feel like if I were to go to therapy, and that's the point. Like we can't like tell our friends everything because we don't know if they're gonna like tell someone else or like tell another friend or judge us. So
Mm.
right, have a therapist. It's like I know this person doesn't really know me like that, right? This is a business thing. I'm here to tell them what's bothering me, and they give me solutions and advice, and they're not judging or they're gonna like tell someone. So I can see why therapy. I probably might do it um eventually, but yeah,
Well,
that's
when you're ready, but when you do it, I swear you're gonna have like something was lifted off your shoulder, because you wake up like, wow, I really got that off my chest that I've never even told anyone in my life. Like there's things that I probably never told as like, growing up, and I was like, I let that go. Now I can heal the trauma and move on from
right,
me
right,
keeping it bottled up inside of me, because there's stuff that were bottled up as a child, and then finally when I reached a certain age I started speaking to someone, and I there was so like there's emotion. Everyone has emotions. We're humans. We're not robots. Like we're not perfect. Like I
right.
don't care if someone was like, I'm the most successful money making driven person, like speaking on stages, have the best cars, houses. None of that matters to
Yeah,
me. My mental health is more important than having any of that stuff,
yeah,
because that's what creates happiness. I've seen so many people be so successful, but their mental state is not even there. They can't have conversations without like being like coached in a robot and like told what to do or say.
right.
So for me, your mental state is very important, and speaking to someone can only help you. It's not going to hurt you, so that's
Exactly. Yeah.
what it is.
It was keep emotions bottled up and feeling like you have no one to talk to,
Yeah,
that's not a good feeling. And I feel like everyone's felt that as a human. Even, and like friends, family, obviously that we love and support us. But sometimes, as you said, you want like another outlet, someone that's not in your personal life that you can vent to and tell things that you've never told anyone because you feel like they would judge you if you tell them. So
exactly.
I love that.
Mhm.
Love that. Yeah, and I remember years ago, like saying that, go to therapy was like not taboo, but it's people are more open about being in therapy. So I kind of like love that, how that's progressing as far as mental health, talking about things like that. So
Yeah.
love that answer. Love it. So for a question, so how do you personally cope with stress? I feel like your last answer sort of like answered this already with therapy, but yeah,
Yeah.
personally cope with stress.
So I think stress for me is just a part of life. Every person's gonna go through stress, but I'm very religious.
Mm,
like I didn't mention that I am religious, but I'm religious, and I always put my faith in God. And at the end of the day, whatever we're going through is gonna always work out
right.
if you're doing the right things and the right steps to do the right things. And I also find myself with stress, I work out. Like I will just
Oh,
go work out, take a class, take Pilates, take boxing, just to relieve myself. But I always put it to where it's like I put it in the hands of
mm,
God and pray, because At the end of the day, stress is a part of life.
Literally.
That's just what it is. Like we can't be like, oh, today I'm not going to be stressed. It's not our choice. It is just what comes, and we dictate our life off of just letting things be and praying on it. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just let it be. And for me, I go work out and relieve my stress and I'll pray. And that's just what it is. So
Yeah. Yeah, stress not only is one of the secrets of youth, right? Keeps you young, but it's also a very big like de-stressor activity. Yeah, you're getting yeah, and that's it promotes like your mental health too, I think, right? Because it's a kind of like an outlet when you're like working out. Um, and I have to, so I used to work out in college, but I just can't be behind a treadmill for like more than like 20 minutes. But anyways, that is a big way that people de-stress, yes, by exercising. And I love that you're spiritual as well. Because yeah, you know, obviously not everyone believes in God. I do. I believe in God. But yeah, sometimes when you are in prayer and you the things that's bothering you, you do feel better. It's kind of like talking to a friend, but it's God, you know. So I love that you said that. So that tells me that you're very spiritual, and that also like to like grounds you to deal with the stressors of life. So
exactly. And everything you do in life, do it for a purpose. And stress is going to come with it, obviously. Just as long as you have the know to believe in something that can help, which is me, God, and working out. So whatever helps for you is what helps for you. But these are two things that I can recommend that can help you to do. So,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Have you always um um like been spiritual, or has that journey, you know, progressed, or have you always like as a little girl growing up, you believed in God and had that value
Oh,
system?
I grew up in
Yeah.
church. I grew up, but my mother was more Catholic, and then my father, my grandpa was a part of a church, being a pastor and doing stuff. So I grew up um, being very, very spiritual. I think that all religious are beautiful. You are believing in faith. You're believing in the power of the word. I feel like we're all connected in one way because we are praying to a higher power that can help us um, as people. As we only have one life, so it's like I love when people believe in something higher that is here to help us, and the prayer of God, like prayers to God, can really get you through stuff because it's faith. And these scriptures in every culture can help. I'm not against any culture. Now I'm a Christian, and I'm a Christian, and I believe in God, but I've grown up in the church, and I'm just so grateful that I had that in me because I've always had faith, and that kept me going, and it kept me driven. Just being able to go to the Word and just motivate others to get into the Word, because there are some people that didn't have faith,
Mm,
and I presented them to come to church, and they're just like, "Wow, that really just hit me today." Like I just know, like I would take someone and they'd be like, "This word was talking to me," and I was like, "See." It's not just me taking you here, it's how you feel and if you're ready to believe in this. But the couple of times I've taken people that didn't really go to church or have faith,
yeah.
and I've done that, I swear they leave like that word really hit
I
me today and start
that.
crying and bawling and like
Oh,
they're like, are we going next week?
yeah.
So it's just like a good feeling to just have a place where you feel comfortable and a place where you can pray when you can't. Maybe you don't want to go to a therapist. This can be your therapy. This can be somewhere you go and just pray about and just love yourself and feel good after just exposing yourself to the higher power. Who knows who the higher power is for you, but for me it's God and Jesus, and it really helps. So anytime I've ever taken anyone, it's only been positive, never negative. So
Yeah. And I feel like people that are like you, right? They believe in God, higher power. They have a different like glow about them, you know. And I too am very grateful that my dad, I grew up Catholic Christian, that they said how important it is to believe in God and pray to Him, and well, good and bad times, right? Because people tend to only like seek God when it's
Bad
uh,
times. Yeah.
right, bad is going around that negative. But no, when you're in a good mood, when you're happy, thankful, when something good happens, like thank God, you know, don't just go to him when something's wrong or something negative is happening in your life, you know?
Exactly. And for me, it's like you should always thank God. Like, thank you for having this food on my table. Thank you for even allowing me to wake up. These are like the small things in life that I feel like should be more appreciative and thankful for, instead of thank you God for giving me the ability to buy this house and have this nice car. You know what
Right,
I mean? Thank him
right.
for that, but it's the smaller things in life that we should be more thankful for. Thank you for allowing me to have my children at home. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
these are the things that you should be thankful for, because a lot of people don't have those things. All the material things that people are being so thankful for, and then when they lose it, they're like, God, why didn't you,
Oh,
you know? But you weren't there, you weren't praising me and doing this. That's why I took it away from you,
wow,
because you weren't thankful. Because a lot of these people get stuff, not thankful to other people, and it's going to get taken away because you're not living in the path
wow,
of Jesus Christ or of God or of
yeah,
anybody, because you need to
yeah.
live in your means and live in your path, and thinking and being more thankful and grateful for the smaller things. So for me, that's very important. Number one, with people, be more thankful for the smaller things so that you can get bigger things.
Yes. Oh my God. So everyone, yeah, amen, ladies. You know, it's doll face cash. Everyone's saying period. And you are a beautiful soul. I mean, like I said, you have a different glow when you have that and believe in that. Great answer, by the way. That's why I hate not to get off topic, but I hate people are like say they're agnostic or they don't believe in God. Because it's like you're missing such a big part of the human experience, you know, if you don't believe in something higher or you're agnostic or you're atheist, right? That's a big one. It's like it's so I feel so bad for people like that. But again, everyone has free will, so
And
you
we're
can
here to help those people. We're here to take them to the church, take them to find higher power. Us as humans should not only think about ourselves, but when they're in hard times, drag them to church, because the only thing that it's going to do is make them break down, cry, and be like, God, he was talking to me. I want to come next week. So for me, when I see someone in such like agony and pain and hurt, and they don't have anyone to run to, the first place I'm going to tell them to go to church. Open a book. Not if it's not even a Bible, open a motivational book, open a podcast, open something that can clear your mind to make you feel better, because that person was
yeah,
there. That person was there, and this is why he's helping other people. If you listen to their stories, and it can only motivate you to help others in life to be the way that person is on the podcast, that pastor, that person. That's the only way it's going to go, is if you really motivate your mind to do better in life. It can only get better. if
exactly.
you if you do bad in life, it's only going to get worse. So if people just had that one direct mindset, like, tomorrow I'm going to focus on doing good for not only myself, but for other people, helping other people feel good about themselves, helping my mind feel good about my mind,
Right.
then I swear your life will change. I swear it's so simple. It's so simple. Cut those people off. Say no to more things in life. Like, I swear I cut people off just because they're like, at first I meet you, and then I'm not no hate against you, but I will cut you off if I feel like your mind does not like my mind.
Oh,
And that mind might be someone else's mind, but I'm on a path right now, because everyone's paths change. I'm on a path where it's like, if I can't help you and you can't help me better ourselves mentally, physically, what's the point?
right.
I'm not going to just go out to go out. I'm not going to just do something just to do it because I'm
Oh,
bored. If I'm bored, I'm going to be trying to learn something to help myself. I'm not going to be going to the club, or, having a drink, or going to smoke. You know what I mean? That's just not how I live.
right.
But other people are more than welcome to do that. That's up to them. But for me, there has to be something beneficial for me to be around you. And likewise, I hope that you want to feel that same way. I hope that I want to teach you something. if you're around me and if I'm around you. I hope that we can both teach something and
Right.
grow. Even if
Right.
it's the smallest thing, teach me how to cook something. Like, I don't care, like, it's just something small,
Yeah.
beneficial. Like, that's just what it is.
Right. We got some more comments I want to read really quickly. Yeah, prayer is everything. That's true. My mom and dad always tell me to pray more, so I've been improving on that. And that's what I realized that worked for me, especially when I get into a dark place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Some people see God as a therapist, and that's
Yep.
totally true. And mindset, yes. Having a mindset, as you said,
Yeah.
you have like no choice but to be successful and but to be a well-rounded person in your journey in life, you know? Yeah, so I love that. And gratitude. Um, Gratitude is very important. Always give glory to God first, and everything else will fall in place the way for you. That's facts. That's true. Find peace. Yeah. Amen. Yeah, that's true. And gratitude. That's so true. See, um, the more things you find to be grateful for, the more that will come to
Yeah.
you, you know? And I
Hmm.
have started doing that too. Every small thing, I'm like, thank you, God. When I get home safely after a night out, I'm like, thank you, God, for bringing me home.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just like the little things. Like, I find like money in like an old jacket. Wow, thank you, God. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
yeah,
shoot, thank you God for letting it rain for us to have better, better crops happening. So it's like the small
it's
things. I understand.
all
It's
things.
just amazing.
Yeah,
God
gratitude.
for God for me comes first.
Right,
So that's all it is.
right,
Yeah.
right. Gratitude
Mhm.
is important. And also the point that you said that only surrounding yourself with people that are aligned with you journey, right? If like, so I attend a lot of events in New York and meeting so many people. But today, if we can't better each other to like level up, person, like physically, mentally, whatever, everything, like I don't need you in my life, you know?
Exactly. I don't care if you're the most popular person on earth, because if you're not on the same path as me,
Right?
then we're never going to align. It's about your journey, your personal growth. And I feel like anyone that is on their path, everyone's path's different. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a season, winter, spring, whatever. I feel like everyone has seasons and they have reasons why people came in your life. It's a part of your journey on growing. But there are some people that have been in my life since I was 14, and I know that they'll never be out of my life.
Mm,
But there's certain people that you have to cut off because you're not aligned with them anymore. They're still
right.
doing they're the old you. They're like the old
Oh,
you. So you have to move on.
right.
And
Yeah.
it's nothing against them. Like, I wish you the best. If maybe you come aligned in my path, that I've grown more, we can speak again. And that's obvious. You can call me anytime. But, it's just less communication, and it's not a bad thing. If you ever
Not.
need anything, I will be here for you. But
Right.
sometimes you outgrow people, and there's no reason to say yes. It's okay to say no sometimes. So half the time I'm always saying like, oh, it's okay. No, but maybe in the future, like, and I'm honest, like I'll say no, it's just like maybe in the future, if it's not aligned, it's not aligned, and it's perfectly fine because someone is in their own path and they're doing what they're doing, and it's
Yeah.
okay. And the fact is, it's okay to say no to people. If they get mad, that's their problem. They shouldn't, because we're human beings. We need to create a newer version of ourselves all the time. We need to create and grow no matter how old you are. Like, my father is still growing. Like, my father has his like ins and outs where he's like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't invest in this now because I just feel like this is, like, everyone is growing, and it's okay to outgrow people. No hard feelings. You guys might align in the future, and it's okay to say no and say, hey, just not right now.
Right.
Not right now, and I'm not, and we're just not aligned anymore, and it's okay. It's like a relationship with your boyfriend or husband. Sometimes you outgrow them, and you need to have that divorce.
That's
You
true.
need to break up because they're not on that same level anymore. One person might be still in their high school days, and me, I'm getting education. I want to move and grow. I don't want to stay in this small town and have children.
Exactly.
I want to educate myself. I want to have children to know that their mom can do everything.
Mm,
Their mom can accomplish as much as men can accomplish. You know what I mean? And then you will be aligned with the man that is higher than you, and you guys will be successful together, and it's okay. So some people get so stuck in their little ways and they're not happy. They're not happy with themselves. They're not happy with them lives. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Why didn't I do it? Just do it. like just do it. Believe in the word, pray, and just get it done. For me, that's how simple it is, because it's a simple thing if you really want to do it.
Right.
You really want to do it, you're going to wake up, you're going to plan your day, you're going to believe in the word, and God is going to put you on the path
Oh,
because you're believing in yourself.
yes.
You have to believe in yourself, and God is going to align everything. I promise you, like, I've been stuck to where it's like, why haven't you had children? Why are you not like da 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 da? It's just like, it's not my time and it's not my path. And I'm completely happy because I'm happy with myself and I'm happy with what is around me.
Right.
So when that time is coming, I'm going to be the happiest mother. But right now it's not happening because
Yeah.
I get pressured by family, like, hey, are you going to have a child soon? When it's that time, you guys will know.
Mm-hmm. So
That's just what it is.
everything you said, right? I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, everything in your own time, and it's not good to rush because, you know, yeah,
Don't rush
the
anything.
marriage, it's like, all right, yeah, I'm seeing so many engagements, marriages, and it's not time yet. Like, I know God knows that I want that, but it's not the time yet, so I'm on God's time, you know?
Exactly.
And just what you really said, just having people that are aligned with you, like, it, you know, you never want to be with people that want to like remain stagnant, you know? So just everything you said, period. Like just period, 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 period. Really. Yes. Yes. So I love that. Um, so are you vocal about your needs?
So as you can hear, I'm actually very quite vocal. I'm a strong-minded
You
person.
are.
I think this comes from just my parents, who always taught me to speak up about topics or anything that I want, because you're never going to get anything unless you ask.
Mm,
So communication for me is something that I've always been very cautious of. Over the years, understanding when to listen and speak is very important nowadays. When to listen and to speak, because a lot of people will listen, but they're not really listening.
yeah.
They're not listening, or they'll speak over you and then be like, I heard you, but it's not true. It's
Yeah.
not. So the main thing for me is just like my vocal, I'm very vocal, but I have a hard time with being vocal and no and someone not listening to what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's the problem. Yeah.
y- yeah. Usually that's the case. Like, you're vocal about what you need, what you know more of, and you don't feel they're resonating with what you're saying. So it's like, why did I even say anything? Yeah.
I'm
It,
like, I said it 3 times. Like, is 3 times strike is
yeah.
out. Like, it's out.
Yeah. No,
So,
that's good.
yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, and you have to be confident in yourself to be vocal with someone if you're not like happy where things are going, or you know, it's just anything. It's not good to hold it in because people are not mind readers, you know. People are good energy readers sometimes, not like mind readers. So sometimes, right, closed mouths don't spread. So you have to tell, right, friendship wise, especially like relationship wise, though, right? Especially like
You have
romantic.
to,
Yeah.
you have to say how you feel all the time. Don't ball it in, especially if it's something about your needs and wants. There's times where I regretted not speaking up or saying something because I lost the opportunity. And I
Um,
saw the next person get that opportunity. So if you don't speak up and say what you really want, you can lose the biggest opportunities from just being presented something. Like going back to God presents you something, you have to close the cell, you have to get in and do your job to keep it, you know.
right,
You can only be presented something, and if you want to do some, you know, not open your mouth or say anything, be vocal or anything, you can lose the biggest opportunities just by not opening that mouth and not listening to your intuition and gut feeling and just doing it
right,
off of fear, because a lot of people fear stuff. People fear like, oh my God, that is like the biggest opportunity I've ever wanted, and they lost it because their addiction, or I've seen a lot of situations of just their mind not being right in that certain moment. And maybe it wasn't meant to be, but it was presented to you. And being vocal is very, very important.
Very important. Yeah. Yeah. Even, right, of both of us being like content creators and founders, influencers, things like that, when we come across opportunities, whatever, if you're not vocal about, okay, you expect, I want this, as far as like negotiating. And yeah,
Exactly.
wise,
Yeah.
business wise, like literally, not just like face value, but like in every aspect of life. Closed mouths don't get fed, and you might lose out completely. Um, you know, So yeah, you have to be vocal.
Exactly.
Every aspect of your life. Yeah,
So,
that's true. So next question. Okay, so this is a good one. Do you think conversations about mental health are still taboo, or do you think increased, like its progress has been made in the recent years, so such as like therapy, mental health, mental illnesses? Do you think things like talk about are still taboo, or have
so I feel like mental health has definitely progressed towards speaking about mental health in the recent years. I think COVID played the biggest role in this topic for me. The fact that it's being more encouraged and talked about is a good starting point for us. I think that there's still a long way to go towards providing the right resources and structure with helping issues, but we're on the right path. I feel like I don't want to get into like politics or anything, but there's a lot of people that are facing mental health problems,
yeah,
and they're reacting in a really bad way in schools or in certain situations. And the way our society goes about it is the cops come and be forceful. There is a
mm,
new program that I did see out, and I was reading an article that they're starting to try to, when it's a suicide or someone calls in and is like, I want to kill myself, they're starting to bring therapists out. So that's a big step for me. Instead of cops going in and reacting, arresting them, and you don't know, hurting them because they're reacting in a bad way. But if there's a certain way to speak to a human being for any way, you have to be able to speak to people in a very calm manner, not in a rational and crazy manner.
yeah.
So if someone is coming to my home and I'm suicidal and the cops are banging on my door, get out, rushing through my door, putting guns out, what is your
And
reaction?
that's happened before to some people, which is
And
unfortunate.
they get killed.
Yeah,
But that's not how you go about things, especially if it's a suicide call. For me, I want someone to say everything's going to be okay.
right,
Let's talk about it.
right.
Let's go through what is the cause problem and what can I do to help you, instead of being rational to people. So I think society has improved on speaking about it, but now we need to bring in
Oh,
action towards the situation.
I agree.
So
I agree.
that's the main thing.
Yeah,
So for that's
point. Especially you said after COVID, I feel like the conversations like this and people's mental health worsened, especially after COVID. That's a good point.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah, trigger warning. I forgot to say trigger warning for the topic, like triggered words like that. But um, yeah, it shouldn't be like face value anymore. Like people are more open about it, but what actions are being made in the space for situations like that? Yeah,
Exactly. And mental health is a very, I think, a tough topic.
it is.
It's a very
Yeah.
tough topic because everyone views it a different way. But for me, mental health is the most important thing that should be talked about, because society right now is,
Going berserk.
it's going kind of, a little bit crazy, with different things going on. And like I said, therapy can help these situations, praising God or like believing in whatever religion that you believe in, prayers, helping others, doing activities. Sometimes mental health for me is not being online sometimes, not watching the news, not, just taking a step back and just appreciating life, of feeling like, it's weird, like just looking at a plant and thinking like, wow, this is a beautiful creation, like thinking outside of the box than the norm, sitting down, writing a letter to someone. I feel like writing a letter and just being present instead of, being in a present moment for me is mental health. It's just clearing your mind and sitting back and saying, why am I here?
Right.
What can I do to better myself in this time? Because we are not here forever. So we want to have the best mental health that we can, but we need others to play their part as well that are higher power than us. So we can talk about it all we want, but there's people that can play a big role in it by showing us that they care too, meaning these calls that are being made, making more, I know there's lines that people can call to talk to and stuff like that, but there can be more platforms, I think, for mental health that
Yeah.
people can reach out that have higher levels and power to talk about it.
And more
Yeah, more resources. But for me, it's like, as a human being, we need to focus on ourselves and help ourselves as well. It can't always be from the outside world. Stop caring about what other people think sometimes and just sit down and evaluate yourself and stop worrying about what other people are doing or thinking. So,
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to look in and figure out what's wrong with me, what
Yeah.
what's angering me, what can I eliminate from my life that's like it's going to be for the better, you know? So sometimes it is best to look within than but you know, but some people,
It's a tough
yeah,
topic.
it's very, some people don't have that capability,
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's different for everybody.
And it's not always run to medication. I feel like there's natural resources, juices, wellness centers, taking them to retreats,
Mm,
keeping them in a good environment for like 2 weeks.
right.
It's rehab is okay to go to for your mental health. There's many retreats that you can sign up for, and just get away and help your mind. And I'm not saying, I have doctor friends, so don't say this, but a lot of doctors, I remember growing up, a lot of doctors are like, oh, this kid needs to be on Adderall, this, you know what I mean? It's not even about that. This kid needs to be paid attention to and sat down and really determine what is wrong with them. Because there's natural ways. You can take juices, you can take natural, sea moss for energy. There's so many different things that I feel that can help you without running to a medication, long-term cancer, long-term thyroid problem, long-term kidney problem.
Right.
Like, I've been through seeing my mother take so many medications, and her body shut down because of it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, there's so many other ways to make yourself mentally and physically feel good about yourself. So there's a lot of things too, and our food intake. Food doesn't make you feel good. Sometimes it makes your mental health off. You're eating fast food and having all this antibiotics, and you're
Oh,
waking up sluggish and your mental health is gloomy. So there's things that can elevate your mind that can also help the process
mm,
by just watching what you're doing, what you're eating, what you're drinking every day. Make
true.
sure to incorporate supplements in your life. So it's just a lot of things, but you have to sit down and think about what you want to change.
Right.
And also, if you want to change, seek help,
Yeah.
speak up. It's not, you know, it's, there's people that care for you, so
Yeah.
don't, I feel like you should never be afraid to speak up. So it's a tricky topic, but I feel like what lane you're in and how you feel about it and what you want to do to help yourself. Because you can only help yourself at the end of the day.
Right.
You can only help yourself to better yourself or not better yourself.
Right.
So,
Right. Because we are like, most of us are our own best friends, if that makes sense. Like, we have friends, family, therapists, but really we only truly know who we are in the inside, like
Mm.
ourselves, so it's good to sort of what's the word, reflect and find out, right, what can I improve on to increase my livelihood, my you know mental wellness. Yeah, everything you said is correct.
Yeah. So
I agree. So I feel like you're gonna. So before I like say the last question, this conversation has been very just whew, like eye opening. I feel like I just went to a therapy session just listening. I feel like I got like so many nuggets of like, knowledge and wisdom. That's why I love doing this series, because even if it's one person or two people that take away each guess what they're saying, the advice that they give, then I know I'm doing, making a little impact with my job. So
exactly. And I feel like the fact that you like to have key topics on these questions are very good. And
thank you.
it's kind of tricky that people can say these type of questions or answer these type of questions.
Yeah.
But I really loved joining you on this episode because I can open up to 5 people, 2 people, 3 people, no matter what, it's impacting someone, and that should make you feel good about yourself. So that's something that I appreciate joining you today, and it's been a great topic.
It really has, and I love the and oh my God, your first time going live, I do feel so special that you chose me.
It is my first time going live. I never go live with anything.
Yeah, and you're the 30th episode. I feel like that's also very special.
That
And
should be a
yeah,
celebration. We
yeah.
should celebrate and toast from New York.
Oh, I know. Oh, it's Kelly. Oh man. So the last question, what is one piece of advice that you would give to everyone watching?
That's a great question. So for me, one of the best advice I can say is just always be kind. Always be
Mm,
kind and always show up for yourself. And just believe in your abilities. Do things that truly make you happy, because at the end of the day, everything is temporary.
yeah.
And you want to make the most of life. I like this one quote: you are your author, so just make it the best seller, because you are everything to yourself. You are something that you're leaving behind for your family, for your kids. So, but my main thing is just be kind to everyone, because you never know and what opportunity you can walk in, and it's just being kind is the main thing, and giving
Mm,
is the main thing for me.
right.
Kind and give as much as you can to get.
Yeah, because I also believe in good karma too. What right you out like output, it's gonna like come back to you, good or bad. And obviously, don't just do good deeds for it to come back to you, but just feel good. But literally, everything that you do comes back to you. And we're on the side of good karma. So
Yes.
yes, so I love that answer. Yeah, be kind to people. And what was the second one you said?
Show up for yourself,
Oh,
and also just do things that truly make you happy as a person
right.
every single day, because our life is temporary. So if you're sitting there and not happy, find a way, because there's ways.
Mm,
There's ways. I grew up having not a lot, and I made it through to where I have what I want because I continued to educate myself and do things that I wanted only. And I became so happy because I stuck on my path, and I did everything I said I was going to do, and I show up for myself, and I had the ability to believe in myself. And that's what truly made me happy.
mm,
So I just say, believe in yourself, be kind, show others kindness, and whenever you have something, give, so that you can create a life not only for yourself, but to feel good about giving other things, because you were that person. So seeing other people build off of what you created for them is just an amazing feeling for me.
right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, all the people in this live, I'm sure at least one takeaway from almost almost an hour, well, 8:01, so hour long conversation. Yeah, great answers. You had great answers, Giovanna. So happy that I had you as a guest. I knew it would be like a good like match to have you as a guest and on this series. And yeah, that's the end of all the questions.
I'm
So
looking forward to coming to New York and meeting up with you. I'll definitely be out there in probably a couple of months, so I
oh,
will definitely contact you to sit down and have another conversation with you. This is
yeah,
great. After my first live,
yeah.
my first live, you did amazing, and I God bless you. And I hope you have a wonderful evening because it's what time out there?
It's 8:02
Eight
now.
o'clock.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Ever come to New York? Coffee or lunch with me? Okay. Have you ever been to New York, by the way?
I have.
Oh,
I've been to yeah, I've been to New York. I go there quite often. I lived in Long Island for a couple of months.
oh,
Long Island's like Long Island, but
yeah.
it's a good time. I love Cali
Oh,
though.
yeah. I've only been to San Francisco, so I've never been to LA. But yeah, if I go to LA, I hear there's a lot of cool events there. Definitely hitting you up. And thank you again for taking time out your Sunday to spend time with me and give nuggets of knowledge and wisdom. And yeah, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you in your journey. Everything that you want out of life, I truly hope you receive. You truly are like beautiful inside and out. I mean, you really are. Have this
Thank
like
you. Me too.
that I see. Um, so yeah, I'll follow up with you in the like coming week. And yeah, that's it, everyone. I don't think there's any like questions. Um, yeah, everyone was saying amen. Period. Like everything that you were saying, agreeing.
Thank you
Yeah,
for having me.
yes. I don't see any questions. So have a good Sunday, Giovanna, and I'll
You
talk to
too.
you.
I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. Bye.
Okay?